Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for Vivid Math. You can find all the lessons on eplustudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select Math from the subject tab. Scroll down to Graded Math and then click on the all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. There you can find the rest of the chapters. We're going to start with chapter geometric measurement. The lessons we're going to cover today are parameter, area, perimeter and area both problems, area between two shapes. Please make sure okay. And I'm on graded math. Let's just start with the lesson that is parameter. Find the value of Q. You are given the parameter is 15 meters, right? So basically, the parameter equals the sum of all the side lengths. So you have 2 meter, 3 meter QQ, and that equals 15. So that is Q equals 10 over 2. So Q equals 5. Let's just start with the test questions. What is the parameter of the parallelogram? Parameter is sum of all the sides. So which is the correct option? That is 16. Option number 1 is the correct option. So parameter equals sum of all the side length. 15 equals A plus A plus A, that is 24 meters. Option number 2 is the correct option. 24 meters it is. What is the value of the So we are given the parameter that is 42. We need to find the side length t. We know that the sum of all the sides equals parameter, right? We are given the parameter that is 2. 3 plus 18 is 36. Just subtract 36 other sides, then that would be 6 feet. So t equals 6. Option number 1 will be correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 6 feet. Look at this rectangle. Find the value of y. So the parameter is sum of all these side lengths, right? So opposite sides are exactly equal. So t plus t plus t plus 18. So 18 plus 18 is 36. The parameter are given 42. So 2 t equals 42 minus 36. That is 8. Now divide both sides by 2. So t equals 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is t equals 4. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Let's just start with the next lesson, that is area. What is the area of the shaded region? So area of the triangle is half times base times height. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. What is the area of the shaded region? So whenever we need to calculate the area of the triangle, we use the formula that is half times base times height. So base is 6, height is 6, divided by 2, so 36 divided by 2 is 18 square kilometers. Option number 1 is the option number 2 is the correct option, that is 18 square kilometers. Okay, so we have to use the formula that is the formula to calculate the area of a triangle, right? 1 by 2 times 6 times 9. So 2 times 3 is 6 and 9 times 3 is 27. So the correct option is 27 square inches. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 27 square inches. Okay, what is the area? So which is the correct option? Okay, so now we have a rectangle. The area of the rectangle is length time width. Now we have a rectangle. So area of rectangle is length time width. The length is 2, width is 4. 2 times 4 equals 8. So that is 8 squares yards. Option number 1 is the correct option. So the correct option is 8. So now we have a square. The area of the square is side times side because all the side lengths are exactly equal. So the area of square is side times side. So we have 10 times 10. That is 100 square millimeters. Option number 2 is the correct option. So that is 100 square millimeters. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, what is the area? That is a rectangle. So area of the rectangle is length time width it is. So that is 3 times 5. The correct option is 15 square centimeter. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 15 square centimeters. Okay, what is the area? That is 22 square millimeters. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Let it today. Let me just move on the next lesson. And the next lesson is perimeter and area word problems. Let's just start with the lesson. Yeah, let's just start with the test questions so that we can do more questions. The area of the surface of an air hockey table is 45 square feet. So we are given the area and the perimeter also, that is 28 feet. The area is 45 square feet. The perimeter is 28. What are the dimensions of the hockey table? So you need to find the numbers that when multiplied makes 45 because the length and width makes area, and that when added makes the perimeter equal to 28. So start with the first one. Area 5 times 9. 5 times 9 is 45. So for the area, it is the correct one. Now for the perimeter, we need to add 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4. That is 9. It is not full. 28 it is. So you can see when you add these numbers, it makes the parameter 28. So the correct option is option number 1, that is 5 feet by 9 feet. A playing card has a parameter of 32 centimeter. Its area is 60 square centimeter. What are the dimensions of the playing card? So which is the correct option? The parameter is 32, the area is 60. So which two numbers have the product 60? Which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option because 10 times 6 makes 60. And when you add, they make 32. So option number one is the correct option. Farmer needs to build a goat pen. The pen will be 6 yards wide and 14 yards long. The fencing material costs 8.06 per yard. How much will it cost to buy enough split fencing material to build a goat pen? So which is the correct option? The first thing you have to calculate the area. Okay, so you need to calculate the parameter, right? Because you need to calculate the price of the fencing also. So you need to calculate the price, the parameter 6 plus 6 plus 14, that 40. Now you need to calculate the cost of the fencing. The fencing material is 8.06 per yard. So you have to do 8.06 times 40. So 8.06 times 40 is 322.40. So option number two is the correct option. Option number two is the correct option. That is 322.40. The area of the rectangular living room is 30 square meters. The living room is 3 meters wide. How long is it? So which is the correct option? The area is 30 square meters, right? So 3 times 10 is 30. That is 10. Option number one is the correct option. Each side of a square sandbox is 8 feet long. What is the sandbox area? Which is the correct option? Option number two is the correct option. That is 64 square feet. Lindsay's dining room is 7 yards wide and 8 yards long. Lindsay wants to install a new wood floor. It will cost $2.0 per square yard. How much will Lindsay new floor cost? So you have to calculate the parameter, right? You need to calculate the area first. The area is length time width. 7 times 8 is 56. Now we need to calculate the cost. The total cost is 56 times 2.00. That is 112. The correct option is 112. Option number two is the correct option. One is the correct option, sorry. A rectangular red sticker has an area of 20 square millimeters and a diameter of 24. What are the dimensions of the sticker? So, which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option. No, two is the correct option. 10 times 2 is 20, so the dimensions are 10 and 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself for today. So we were working on grade 8 math. The chapter we were working on is geometric measurement, and the lessons we have covered today are parameter, area, parameter and area over problems. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons you just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Teachers are available there to help you, or either you can write down a question in the chat box and here to answer all your questions in your videos if you have any. No questions?